Unfortunately, in the UK, there's a hospital admission for a brain injury roughly every 90 seconds. It can happen to anybody at any point in their lives. Brain injuries don't discriminate. Any one of us could just be going about our daily business and then our lives just change in a flash.
I'm Sean, and I had a stroke 2.5 years ago.
And my name's Sean, and I had a stroke last March. At the time, I took a few days off work because I just felt tired, to be honest. But as that week happened, it progressed, I forgot everything from what had happened. You know, 1 minute I was fine, and next minute I was waking up in hospital. But being told from what had happened, you know, I'd collapsed, and you know, it shocked me. And like I say, I woke up in hospital.
I can remember up to when I had it. I can see it. I see it all when I was on site in London. I just can't remember the last 2.5 years. It's just not there.
Before my stroke, I was very energetic and full of life, really. You know, nobody stopped me, nothing slowed me down. Spent time with my youngest lad. If he ran about, I ran about. Since my stroke, it's just stopped me. Just can't. There's a lot of things that I can't do anymore.
Did a lot of fishing. It's hard to remember sort of things. Right now I just forgot what the question was. Sorry.
I remember really vividly the day that Sean came in with his mum. And he was a broken man. He was so quiet, so sad, lost. As it happens, it's one of the nicest friendships that we've seen come out of you know, that peer support with service users. They'd lost their purpose. They were both, you know, men who'd worked all their lives, and they found themselves here in quite you know, unfortunate situation.
My name is Victoria, and I was diagnosed with a brain tumour in January 2021. Victoria, before the brain tumour, was doing CrossFit multiple times a week. Absolutely loved it. I was rushing here, there and everywhere.
Sadly, Victoria's got a brain tumour for which she's undergoing chemotherapy at the moment, and that's obviously having a really heavy toll on her body. So she's using the yoga sessions to get herself in the best position to be able to undertake those challenges at the hospital. Victoria really does just embody the idea of healthy lifestyle choices, contributing towards getting the best possible recovery after a brain injury.
I started going to the allotment, and a couple of hours I enjoy that. It wears me out, like it shows me how far I guide myself on how far I am on that, because I think I used to do 12-hour days, 13-hour days at work, and that's what I'm using to help me get better and push myself. I found that really good, and I could have done with longer sessions, for example. You know, I enjoyed it that much and wanted to go every week, and the next week couldn't come quick enough for me, because apart from the day I went out with my mum, I didn't do much else.
Coming into me's made me feel great. Yeah, it didn't. I come here.
You'd have to explain.
We're all the same, aren't we? So
you'd have to explain about yourself here to everybody, because everybody's going through
the
same similar things. You asked me for an hammer 11 times at the allotment one day.
You've asked me that 11 times. Well, I've got a brain injury, I can't remember.
Yeah, it helps not take ourselves seriously. I think we just have a little bit of a laugh.
I can't stop smiling when I think about the Seans and everything, you know, that they've sort of found in each other, and the way that their recovery's progressed through that, through the purpose, like you say. You know, I know from my own experience, I often felt, who am I and where do I belong? And finding purpose matters so much. It's so important for people, and they've certainly found that down at the allotment. I'm really proud that charity provides that for them and many others, and that to see them going from strength to strength is just incredible.
I was with my mum in a DIY store and well, I got told in hospital after I had a seizure and I was rushed to hospital. The doctor had told me that I'd got a brain tumour and I wasn't that like lucid that I could really understand. Doing the yoga has let me have my time to sort of just turn off and just switch off, and actually that giving me that hour to turn everything off and it be okay is actually really, really good for me. And then just be able to be calm and go about my day and like my life relaxed.
It gives her a chance to help her deal with her anxiety and her stress levels. She's really vulnerable due to her brain injury, and that once a week where she can go somewhere safe, where she's understood amongst her peers, she can just relax for an hour. So she gets so much out of those yoga sessions.
When I think about people struggling at home after brain injury, it makes me feel incredibly sad. I felt lost, confused and vulnerable after my brain injury. Sadly, we know that people are out there suffering in the same way. People often become isolated and feel like nobody understands, and this can have a detrimental effect on a person's recovery.
Before P.A.U.L for Brain, I didn't do anything. I didn't expect to meet anybody or be pally with anybody, but me and him, rushing him, we just seemed to click.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just makes you feel normal for a bit, doesn't it?
Mm.
It's been super beneficial right from the start of getting into the service. All the staff have been fantastic and all the service users have been lovely. It's changed my life really.
In early recovery, we know that people often rely really heavily on their family members and loved ones to help guide them towards gaining a better understanding of their brain injury and what support services are available to them in the community. We want them to know that with P.A.U.L for brain injury, they are not alone.
We are people accessing from Hull, the East Riding and Lincolnshire. Our community is thriving. But more needs to be done to create awareness so that people and their families can access the support they need to avoid crisis, manage long-term disabilities and recover in the best way possible.